Hello Libra, how are you today? Welcome to your Purple Feather Tarot community. I truly hope you're feeling well in this moment, and I also hope that in this tarot reading, you find those secrets, those signs, or those answers from the universe that you've been seeking. Today we're going to dive directly into your reading, so let's connect with your tarot cards. As always, we'll begin by exploring your energies, then we'll look into the energies of the person who's thinking about you right now, and finally we'll reveal the blessings that are coming into your life. So Libra, as I connect with your energy, your reading begins with the Six of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Nine of Swords, and the Hierophant. Your reading is telling you this. The secret to your success, the key to achieving everything you truly desire, lies in this moment. It's about listening to your heart, and tuning in to your intuition. The universe is sending you signs, and your intuition, naturally sharp as a Libra, will be able to recognize them clearly. Your reading highlights that the numbers 2 and 9 will be especially important for you at this time. It also suggests that you use the color green to help attract fortune into your life. In fact, Libra, a great fortune is on its way to you. It looks like you're about to make significant progress in your work, you might receive a bonus, or some extra income. And I can feel that you've worked hard for this. The reward that is coming to you is the result of all the effort you've invested. Nothing has been handed to you for free. If this is about a relationship, then finally someone is beginning to recognize everything you've done to keep the connection strong. This person wants to connect with you more deeply. From a professional or financial point of view, your commitment and dedication are finally being noticed. Let's take a closer look at what this reading is about. Because Libra, I feel a strong energy of commitment. Someone wants to commit to you. Or you may be offered a contract, perhaps from a company or a client. You sign it, you commit to the work, and you begin to earn more money. Let's clarify even further. Right now, someone is thinking about you very strongly. It could be a Taurus, or a Virgo, appearing in your life very soon. Now let's see what guidance the tarot offers you. You have the Ace of Cups. This means a new love is coming into your life. It could be a new relationship, or even a job that you'll fall in love with. But most of all, Libra, this card speaks of someone new who fills your heart with happiness and joy. Your energy right now is attracting water signs. Perhaps someone under Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio is thinking of you deeply today. Now let's see if this person is going to reach out to you. You have the Justice card. This is your card Libra, a card of fairness, truth, and balance. Justice is ruled by the suit of swords, and it always represents clear, honest communication. In this case, we're looking at a conversation between two people on equal ground, a reciprocal exchange. It's very likely that you will make peace with someone who's been upset or distant. I like this card a lot because it speaks of sincere dialogue, words spoken with honesty, not from ego, but from the heart. And when that happens, a relationship can move forward, and the obstacles between you can begin to fall away. Let's continue with your reading, Libra. The card of Temperance appears now. Someone at this moment feels so many things for you, that they are definitely floating, it's like they are dancing through the air, or this person is levitating. I feel that right now, you are awakening sensations and emotions in this person's heart that they never expected to feel. Maybe we are talking about someone who is independent. The card of Temperance rules Sagittarius, which is one of the most independent signs in the tarot. It could also be that Capricorn is an independent person for you. Aries can also be independent. But as I said, regardless of who it is, this person is now thinking strongly about you. So, greetings come your way from a Capricorn, a Sagittarius, or an Aries. You also have the card of the Star. I really like this card. It represents new hope, and it also represents many reasons to smile. It represents reasons to be happy. Let's clarify a little more about the Star, because I feel this could represent a new person, a dream, or a new job. Right now, it feels like you are doing a cleansing in your life. That's good. Remember that even though the Star is ruled by air, in this card there's a lot of water. Maybe recently you did a cleansing bath. Maybe you're purging certain energies, thoughts, or emotions. And I feel that right now, many things are being declared as ready to leave your life. All those negative thoughts, because this card always represents a lot of renewal. So let's take a closer look at this renewal that you're about to experience. You have the card of the King of Wands. I feel that you are a very strong person. You are someone destined to be 100% successful. But there are small things that might be pulling you away from your path. There are small things that could be distracting you from your ideal. For example, sometimes you tend to self-criticize, or you may be too hard on yourself and others. These two cards are inviting you to have a more compassionate energy. Yes, maybe you're a perfectionist, and that's great, because it means you always achieve everything you set your mind to. However, sometimes you get frustrated, and you carry that angry energy, just like the King of Wands can, when things don't go the way you want. So I feel that in this case, your reading is especially inviting you to let go. Let go of control. Let go of anger, if that's what you're holding right now. Let go of the frustration, and allow the universe to take control. That is your positive affirmation for today. I give my best, absolutely. I give absolutely the best of myself. But I also allow the universe to take control. Let's continue with your reading. You have the card of freedom, the Fool. You might be about to take a leap of faith into something new. If you like someone, the Fool represents that moment when you express your feelings. You don't know what's going to happen next. You don't know if that person is going to say yes, or if they will say no. But the Fool is inviting you to try new things, no matter what the result is. If those things work, then you keep them in your life. If they don't, you simply let them pass. That's the secret of the Fool. This figure carries a very small bag, and inside that bag, that backpack, that little piece of luggage, there are only the things that connect with your destiny. So again, the Fool tells you to dare. Ask, explore. If you like someone, release the fear. Contact that person. Tell them, ask them what they feel, or what they think. I also feel that maybe you're looking for a job. Maybe you're afraid to apply because you think you'll be rejected. And this card is telling you, of course you're going to be rejected. I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm telling you that, in the process of searching, many times you will hear the word no. But what matters is that one time when someone says yes. And that one time they say yes, you put it in your little bag, and you keep with you only the positive memories, or the meaningful experiences. Let's continue with your reading, Libra. You have the box, the card of the Page of Wands. This is a card of movement and change. Possibly, your life is about to become quite interesting. Travel is coming. If you're planning to change jobs, a new job opportunity is coming. If you're planning a trip with your special person, that person wants to invite you. You might be lucky. You might get married soon. You're going on your honeymoon, you're going to travel, and you will have an excellent experience with your special person. This is the card of the Tourist. This is the card of exploring new things. This is the card of letting yourself be surprised by new experiences, new people, and new energies. Alright, let's continue with your reading. You have the card of the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups can intuitively mean that lately you've been under a lot of stress. You're dealing with anxiety and many worries, and that might be affecting your inner child. This is the moment to have fun. It's time to take things calmly. No matter how busy your day is, whether it's with your special person, your job, or your family, you can make a little space to reconnect with what truly brings you joy. Reconnect with that hobby, that activity, that sport that makes you lose track of time. Let's clarify a bit more about the Six of Cups. This card always shows up when you need to let go of worries and act more like a child. Let yourself be surprised. You also have the card of the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords can mean that at this moment, you're leaving something negative behind. Maybe you had high expectations about something, a project, a job, or your special person, the one you were deeply connected to. But suddenly, the Six of Swords means that you can no longer give more of yourself, and it's time to move on. I feel your expectations were too high compared to what this person was willing or able to give you. So, the Six of Swords always represents that moment when you walk away from a relationship that is not reciprocal, from a connection where you're giving love, affection, time, money, and effort, and the other person doesn't even notice. And you say, no more. I'm cutting off the hose, I'm cutting off my energy source. Now it's up to this person to show something, because this card means that your love has value. Your love is precious. And I'm not just talking about money. I'm not saying you expect money in return for your love. But it's fair to expect others to give you the same. Love, affection, time, gifts, and effort too. I feel here that you're expecting commitment from someone who may not be giving it to you. And you say goodbye. Goodbye, because if you don't want to give, or you cannot give me what I deserve, then I will leave. Let's continue with your reading. You have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands represents drama. Maybe you're walking away from a very dramatic person. Maybe you've been giving absolutely everything, giving your all. I feel that you're in the middle of a competition, and you're going to come out 100% victorious. This card means that you are a well-prepared person. And all your experience, all your intelligence, is going to lead you to success, because you will overcome your opponents, you will overcome or defeat your competition. You also have the card of the Seven of Cups. Look, the Seven of Cups can mean that you're going to receive something much, much better than what you are imagining right now. As I said before, maybe you're in the middle of a competition, and you're thinking, well, I'll be happy with a bronze medal. But no, the universe is telling you no. You don't deserve a bronze medal. You don't even deserve a silver medal. You deserve the gold medal. In fact, that's your next positive affirmation for today. I deserve a gold medal. In matters of love, this could mean someone who places you in the first position. In terms of work, it could mean an excellent type of job, where you give your all and receive excellent pay in return. So your reading overall speaks very clearly about reciprocal relationships, and also about the cleansing you need to do with relationships or energies that simply don't offer you what you deserve or what you need. Let's keep going with your reading. You have the card of the Wheel of Fortune. Everything begins to move in your favor. Let's look at the change that the Wheel of Fortune is proposing to you, because major arcana cards always indicate a process, and the minor arcana cards talk about the details of that process. In this case, we are talking about doors that are starting to open. Obviously, we are talking about doors that bring fortune and positive things into your life. Possibly, a new love is coming toward you. So let's see what kind of change the Wheel of Fortune brings. You have the energy of the Four of Swords. So what is coming into your life? The door that opens, is the door of peace, the door of rest, and the door of calm. Maybe lately, you've been longing for something very simple, but something that's actually very hard to find. The Four of Swords represents that moment when you are calm, when you are in communion with yourself, when your conscience is clear, and you can rest peacefully. This makes me feel that you are coming out of a period of hard work and distress. Maybe you had a lot of stress with your special person. Maybe you had a family problem. Possibly, you were taking care of someone, or you are still helping someone who is facing health difficulties. Your reading says that health is coming, health for your whole family. Wealth is coming too, and this brings the energy of the Four of Swords, peace. You're going to be able to sleep well. You'll be calm. Possibly, right now is a good time for you to do the things that bring you peace. I don't know what you like. Maybe yoga, walking, swimming, running, skating, going out, talking with your friends. I don't know. Do whatever you like. That's what this card is telling you. But whatever you do, make sure it brings peace, and fills your heart with calm. Continuing with your reading, you have the Two of Swords. A misunderstanding. There is a separation between you and someone. But I feel that the problem wasn't the argument you had. It was actually a misunderstanding. Let's clarify this Two of Swords, because it could mean that someone is thinking about you strongly and doesn't know what to do. This person is feeling anxious. They don't know whether to walk away. I don't know if you said something strong to this person during a moment of high tension. Or maybe it was the other way around. Someone said something to you that they now regret. And this may have caused a block that can be resolved simply by reconnecting again. So let's see if this has to do with a specific person. With the Two of Swords, it could be. I'm told to mention Sagittarius for some reason, even if it's not directly related to the card. And I'm also told to mention Libra or Aquarius. You also have the card of Major Arcana number 15. Alright, here we see several complex energies. On one hand, we might be talking about jealousy. I don't know if someone is making you feel jealous, or maybe right now, through your behavior, you are making someone else feel jealous. But I also feel that this could mean that someone allowed, or is allowing, another person outside the relationship to get too close. And this might be interfering with communication. There's a component of temptation here. Maybe you are feeling tempted. Maybe you've recently met someone you like, and I don't know if you're about to open the door to this new person, even though you're already emotionally connected to someone. Or maybe the exact same thing is happening to your special person. So I don't know. Let's see if this person is actually going to enter the relationship, or if they're going to walk away, or if someone is going to stop them. There's a serious issue here that we need to address right now. You have the Five of Swords. Alright. I feel the signs are completely clear. I feel you discovered a lie. You discovered something false. And now comes the time to cut things off. It's a hard decision, because maybe you still feel love, still feel affection for this person. But once you discover a betrayal, there's really nothing left to do. There's no going back. So I feel that at this moment, you are cutting ties with negative energy. You are cutting ties with deceptive energy. Someone might be begging you right now, asking to go back to how things were, asking for forgiveness, asking you to accept their apology and return to the past situation. But the Seven of Pentacles is like trying to plant in soil that used to be fertile, but has now become completely barren because of all the lies, all the nonsense, and all the infidelities. So in this case, the message is very specific. Of course, it is also very personal and very precise. But here we have someone who is leaving behind a dishonest and unfaithful person. This especially applies to Aquarius, also to Gemini, to Libra, and I'm also told to mention the letters B, F, M, and O. So that is your tarot reading for today. As always, thank you very much for being here with me, uncovering all these secrets of the tarot. For today, we are closing your reading. As always, if you enjoy these readings, you can click the like button, and you can also become a member of this community, or subscribe to this channel. We are closing your video now. I hope you have an excellent day, full of success, full of blessings, and I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again in your next reading.